Hello guys, if you clicked on this video, you probably have a similar question to me. How did this old geriatric looking motherfucker win the vote? And this is a tale of lack of funding and how checks and balances are good. And when one small system fails, we have other things to help support it. But when many systems fail, we get an issue. This is the story of how a failed businessman with no political experience whatsoever, who's been dead in the bank so many times, is not even funny. And yet people will still defend this person saying the businessman needs to leave America. America is messed up and there's no way to sugarcoat it. Now we're going to get to it. The 2016 victory of Donald J. Trump and the working class appeal. Now we're just going to be blunt. That nigga cheated. By getting votes and approval from churches and to get these holy places to push their participants to vote for him. And before you guys ask, nice Sid, what's the issue with that? You can't fucking do that. Churches cannot legally endorse political candidates during a presidential run. U.S. tax law prevents nonprofit groups backing people who run for office. Why churches cannot endorse candidates, tax rolls, groups with tax exempt status under law must stay neutral loss of status, or they can be punished by loss of status. What they can do, leaders can share personal political views outside of church. If they did that, I wouldn't have an issue. That'd be a-okay. The thing is, they fucking didn't. Some churches, they had people getting up here preaching that Donald Trump was the second coming to Jesus Christ. And I'm going to say this a lot. So just know all these issues and how, if it's banned, how they get away with it. It's always going to come back to two things. Well, one big thing, funding. The money supporting Trump's successful 2016 run came from three primary sources. I want you guys, well, four, but we'll get to that fourth mouse patrol later. I want you guys to stop the video when you guys can hear the issue. Official campaign committee, $334 million, with approximately $280 million coming from smaller donors, 200 or less, party and joint funding committees. $543 million came from supportive super PACs, and $73 million came from miscellaneous. And number four, the way he got is more of a method for how he got all this money. Dark money. Organizations do not legally have to report their individual donors to federal election commissions to FEC. Now you guys can see the issue. Calculations for these numbers come from, the FEC. And to be fair, the government does have a way to stop black money and from people, rich people, making corporations to just buy their buddies a place in office. The FEC, the Federal Election Commission. And to be fair, in the past, they do their job. The whole churches can't vote, that comes from them. And it would be unfair for me to say they don't work to the best of their ability. But currently, they're kind of You see, let's look at this issue one report. Busted and broke. This is while it's common knowledge that the FEC gridlogs frequently, it is less known that the agency is severely understaffed and underfunded. The FEC is at times considered the most underfunded part of our government. And this is the checks and balances that's supposed to make sure money is not the driving factor to where we get a good political leader see the issue now. The way Trump is all buddy buddies with the, oh my God, Elon's a trillionaire. You guys can see the issue with this. And the second way Trump won is, as I already mentioned, having Christians say he's citing from Jesus Christ. And I'll say, a lot of people didn't fuck with this. And it perplexes me because you didn't like it. Why'd you vote for him? But people voting against what they believe in is time for a different video, and we're gonna cover it briefly later in this one. I'll read this Reddit thread of user Toasty3A. Yeah, that shit's giving me aneurysm. But it reads, quote, my girlfriend brought this phenomenon to my attention. Recently, I want to know what everyone else's thoughts on this. Apparently, people have started comparing Donald Trump to Jesus and calling him the chosen one. I don't know if this is some kind of joke or a troll that some boomers took seriously. I find it deeply disturbing when I see my brothers and sisters in Christ show so much devotion and loyalty to a man that from his own actions is known to be a womanizing whoremonger that paid a porn star off to keep quiet about their affair. I refuse to believe my God would choose to arraign anyone in political policies, let alone someone like him. Now, I'll be very clear on this. I'm a liberal, and I don't believe anyone should be president. In fact, as an anarchist, I technically don't have a political opinion because I believe government, in of itself, is a flawed system that inevitably leads to destruction. I would be equally offended if someone said this about Biden, Putin, the king of fucking England, or anybody in politics. My own philosophy aside, I find loyalty to tyrants disrupting, especially when such loyalty is justified by religion. I think that many Christians, particularly older generations, are going down a very dangerous and ignorant path by following men that claim to speak for God rather than following the principles he has left us in the Bible. To those that believe Trump is the chosen one, please ask yourself, why would God choose someone who behaves as he does? Someone who cheats on his wife and pays their mistress off to keep quiet about it. Someone who brags to buddies about grabbing women by genitalia and based on his views towards immigrants clearly doesn't embrace the idea of loving thy neighbor as yourself. To claim this man is anything more than outwardly Christian politician is frankly insulting. Oh, my bad, my mic went off. Where was I? Jesus was the Son of God who came to earth, lived as a man, broke bread with us, healed the sick, and faced persecution without malice, forgave the unforgivable, and said, come all, you are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. I wouldn't go so far as to compare Trump to Satan or anything, but he is certainly isn't a religious man, let alone the chosen one. And he does say this is supposed to offend you. You guys can read that. You niggas have eyes. Well, now you guys have read that, and you guys can see Trump had a lot of endorsements from churches. I'll say, also to be fair, this isn't a right or the left, because the right and the left are two wings of the same bird. Republicans actually don't like Trump that much either. Like, if you go on a lot of social media platforms, the only people pushing pro-Republican are people who want to run for Republican. Some YouTubers, some pro-gun YouTubers, which I will admit the issue with America isn't pro-gun, it's they have a mental health crisis, but video for another day, are running for Republican office. Oh, they're endorsed by their great Republican leader Donald Trump. The only people who like Trump in Republican office are people who are in high ranking political Republican positions. That's all. People are saying they regret their vote for Trump. And I'll say Trump is not Republican. Trump is a terrible person who serves himself and himself. I think my mic went off again. Who serves himself and himself only. Like, he recently hosted America's 250th anniversary. The high profile event struggled with low initial audience and social media mockery. Now, people showed up, but like 300 people max showed up to that event. They were lying their ass off saying, oh, 200 people, 200,000 or so. No, 200,000 people did not show up. And they set off so many fireworks. They set DC pollution levels so high it was unmatched until dates of like 19 until like 1960 something. Yeah, I'm not reading that much into it, but you can see the point. Big shows for small crowds. Only people who will rally behind him are die-hard Republicans, and that's just where it's cultish. But I just talked about two events from the modern day, so to understand that, we do need to see his modern day victory. So let's play a game. How did Donald J. Trump get this modern day victory? Was it A? And please do think carefully. A. He chose he's going to lock in and do what's best for the country. After seeing the faults of what came before, when he endorsed, minority women, when he got women from, different parts of the world saying, okay, I'm going to give you guys immigration. He got people to come up from the cultures, he wanted to, endorse and have vote for him. He meant every word he said. He is going to help immigration laws. B, he did the same shit as last time. Or C, all of the above. Now, if you think it was a mix of both, you're dumb. And if you think it was, he kept his word, also ignorant and dumb. The answer was B, the same way as last time. Funny enough, you look at his results for like, oh, he was a majority win. The answer was no for both of them. They're eerily similar, and you should be scared about that because it shows, the FEC's lack of funding and them being flat broke had this issue. And that's really unfortunate. Imagine having to go up to a man who's promising to help immigration, only to have ICE illegally bust down your door. Like, not even joking, like, actual just PSA. If ICE knocks on your door, if they do not have asked, do you have a judicial warrant? And if they're already inside your house, oh, I saw the door was open, so I saw it as a nigga, fucking push them out your house. Because I guarantee you, they are scared white people who do not want to face the consequences of their actions. Get them out. Say you need a judicial warrant signed by a judge and call a lawyer. Because seriously, what ICE is doing is just fucked up. Like, on some hood JJK shit, they are putting fucking kids in cages. Like, this shit's not even funny. You can't defend this. But yet you have people defending Donald J. Trump saying he's getting immigration, all this taxpayer dollars going to immigration, is going to help us really tighten in on the government budget. Clearly fucking didn't help us tighten up on the budget because the government fucking shut down. And so many people will have this cult-like obsession. And here's how we're going to talk about voting against what you believe in. See, when people are raised in households that are taught, you have to vote left, you have to vote right, they end up voting regardless of what's actually beneficial. The fact that Donald Trump is causing such a big shift of Republicans saying, I regret voting for Trump, is crazy. especially because there's some people who get into gunfights over Ronald Reagan wasn't the devil, but that's a story for a different time. People are saying they regret their vote for a Republican who is Donald Trump. That should tell you how bad he is. But some people will still just defend him because they are stuck in this delusion. They are stuck in this cycle. You have to vote right or left. And if you're right, you gotta be right for life. And if you vote anywhere else, you're a traitor. I don't have a political side. I am a personal believer of I'm voting for whoever puts more zeros on my paycheck and does it in an ethical way. I don't want I don't want money that's filled with orphan tears of random Mexican kids saying I miss my mommy and daddy. Whoever puts more zeros in my pocket, ethically. And with this cult like exception, I have a story of my own. For those of you who don't know, me and my brother trained MMA. He recently shipped off to the military. But yeah, me and him used to. Right now, I'm going to kickboxing. And we used to train at this gym. Hurts. Well, I'm not going to say his name. Hurts isn't a good atlas because it's really close to me. Hurt? Tom Nigga MMA. Yeah, that's a good name. And our coach, I had this. He was really good. He was like probably the best person at our gym. And sparring him was like hitting black. After I sparred him, I really felt like I understands it now. But he ended up, after Charlie Kirk got shot, he ended up just reposting something. And it's something I agree with. And I'll say this Charlie Kirk did not deserve to die. But he was a racist who, oh my, black people cause this. When he went to Australia and he had people who actually went to fight for their rights and to try to prove him wrong on things like black rights and women's suffrage, he got fucking embarrassed. Because guess what? He goes against college students who are unprepared for arguments. He is pathetic. But being a piece of shit doesn't mean you deserve to die. We are not barbaric. We cannot, just because he endorses Trump, who's a known pedophile, does not mean he deserves to die. We are past that. That's society. We do need to do better. But I will say he was racist. That's just a fact. And it was just a person saying Charlie Kirk was a racist, but he did not deserve to die. If anything, it's supportive saying, yes, he did not deserve to get shot, even though he was a bad piece of shit. So my coach banned him from the gym, and he brought a gun to class and started saying, oh yeah, this shit's real, to all of his friends, saying, yeah, I wish that motherfucker. Mind you, my friend is 19. We are kids. And this grown-ass man with 2 kids at home voted for Trump and saying, I don't regret the vote, who's a known pedophile with kids at home, which rubs me the wrong way. He got into a talk with this older woman at my gym. I don't regret my vote for Trump, but these gas prices and what he's doing with these wars, I don't approve of the decisions he's doing. So you would vote for him again, even though you don't like what he's doing. You're voting against your own interests. But we can't argue with ignorance. We just can't argue with ignorance. And that sucks. But there are things we can do. We can, protest for things like higher efficiency. Vote locally for your politics. Right now, the Republican Party is really desperate to show that they're violating the Constitution. Like when they send military members, which I feel terrible. And my brother just went to the military, and I'm like, bro, I feel terrible for all military members because you have to swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, all to be led by a motherfucker who doesn't give 2 fucks about it. So that sucks. But you can campaign, you can donate locally, protest in your local politics and votes. And I challenge you guys this. When you do it, put on some colorblind glasses or some shit and look at who actually has what you believe in and what you align with at heart. I'm not trying to say all Republican. I'm not trying to say the red is evil. I'm not trying to say blue or gods. Vote for what aligns with you. Because you're a long term Democrat and you vote Republican after you see they put more money in my pocket and they somehow agree with what you align with. I wouldn't say modern day. Right now they are proudly Nazis. But if you look at what, other, parties, like after this whole Trump scandal blows over and you're like, oh my God, the Republican Party, aligns my values. If that's you, vote them. If you're Republican, you're like, oh my God, the Democratic Party is aligned with my values of. Yes, there are poor people in this country, and we need to help them by taxing the rich, extremely, like, people like Mondani are doing. And actually, I don't even know if he's Republican or not. Because personally, I just saw he was taxing the rich in New York, and I was like, dang, if I live there, I'd vote for him. And that's personally the way I think it should be. He's taxing the rich, and he's taxing the rich. Good. That's more money, to go towards things like schools, people in need, like false stereotypes of when Ronald Reagan lied on cameras. This black woman stole like $100,000 in the course of 2 months. She actually only stole 20,000 over the course of like 10 years, and it was to help her kids. And guess what? On top of it all, she was still broke, and she went to jail for her crimes. So take that as you will. Vote for who aligns with you, and also, you guys can't tell my mic has like a pops, pop, pop. Yeah, I need a new mic. If you guys have any suggestions for mics that are like between $100 or $50, I would love that. Thank you so much. And also, like any like editing tutorials you guys would suggest I watch. That way I can, give out better content for you guys. So before Master beats me, I will get working on that next script. Goodbye.